Hi, Gemini. WillowOAK here. I am going to do a reading for you. That is the second quarter, which includes April, May, June. I am going to touch base on the different things, but I'm going to try to make it a little bit abbreviated so it won't last an hour. Okay? A time for healing. Now, these cards at the top are for all 3 months. And then I'm going to take cards for each month down below, okay? But so up top, it's for all 3. And please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Okay, you have patience. Love is patient and kind, always. Okay? And now let's get your overall energy. So you might check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if this does not resonate with you, or for a more complete picture. Okay? Justice. Be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of the situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. Okay? Have patience, justice, and a time for healing. Now, and also please excuse me for clearing my throat. I think allergies are starting to get me. Things are starting to bloom, which I love. I love spring. It's probably my favorite season. Okay, so let's get energies for each month. Here's April, May, June, okay? The moon. Okay, listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. Okay? And now let's get a spirit animal to go along with that. Beautiful. Stag spirit, take the lead. Wonderful energy. Okay. Now let's get an overall energy for the month of May. And if at any time we need to take clarifying cards, we can do that. Okay, you have the Page of Air. Logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt, and exciting intellectual challenge. Brilliant insights. Information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents carefully. It also is an energy where you're learning to think clearly and communicate authentically. And that can make sense because over here with the moon, it says something about unnecessary worry. So here you're learning to think clearly, which means you might be getting past that worrying. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely, which is what you are doing here. Okay. Now let's get an overall energy for June. next we have renewal. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. A time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. Let me take one more look at that. So this looks like a new beginning because it says it's time to head in a new direction. All right. Let's get a spirit animal for June. Fox spirit, think on your feet. Uh-oh. No, that's not bad. It's just there might come a time, sometime during these next 3 months, particularly in June, where you might have to think on your feet. Okay? Which means no time for pondering, evaluating, any of that. You might have to come up with answers on the fly. Okay. Let's see. Looking quickly here. I don't see any card here where we need to take a clarifying card at all. You have some very nice cards. Okay. And look at what you start with. Absolutely beautiful. Your very first card is the Sun. This is the best card in the deck. It's like the ultimate abundance, happiness, joy. It is the shine your light kind of energy. Beautiful. And so you have the sun and the moon together. Very nice. And the moon, you know, is talking about using your intuition. And one of the things I say about the moon is it's what you feed. If you feed the good side, it will grow. If you feed the bad side, it will grow. Whichever side you do not feed will wither and die. So feed the good side. But it definitely looks like you are because you have the sun. Okay, here it looks like you have a decision to make. And this is where you put yourself in isolation for a moment, okay? There are things that are on your mind, and you know you need to make a decision. So that's what you're doing here. And we will take a clarifying card for that. Oh. In just one moment. Let's get your other card for April out first. Queen of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Swords, what she is interested in is the truth. That's it. She is caring. You see her hand right there is out like this. That means she is a caring energy. But she doesn't want any of the frills, niceties. She just wants to go straight to the truth. So actually, April looks like a pretty powerful month to me. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Now, mind you, all knights are the hardest working cards in the deck. But the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, very thorough. They're a wonderful planner and implementer. So, what this is saying to me is that there's something that you need to decide, and it has to do with this type of energy. Okay? Going slow, being thorough, potentially a foundation. You want the truth. And here it's taking the lead. Here the moon. Here's the sun. Okay, so, and this is right in the middle. So to me, this would be, could be life-altering in a way, like having a new beginning, potentially. But it's something that's really impactful, okay? This night helps to set solid foundations, very thorough, in no hurry whatsoever, because this energy would much rather get every T crossed, every I dotted, than be in a hurry, okay? So the decision that you're needing to make, or feel like you need to make, is something that you do not want to rush. You want to make for sure that it is all covered and that the truth is involved. You want the truth. Okay, let's get some cards for May. And I was just looking up straight at justice. There's the scales, balance. And it, made me think of this. The 2 swords, the scales, the truth. So maybe it's got something to do with balance. I don't remember if I did this part. Do it again. Okay. Okay, here we go. The end of a cycle. Therefore, the beginning of something new. All right? And that particular energy can be potentially painful. Yeah, the Empress. These are emotions and thoughts, okay? So it's possible that there will be a time that you need to heal. However, what this says, you are dropping all of these burdens. So you are going to have this wonderful sense of relief. You might need to do some healing, It's up to every individual how and how long. So it might be very short-lived. It might take you a while. But what happens is this darkness lifts. This is a sunrise. It comes up, and you get up and go towards your happiness. So while it can be challenging because of the hurt, potentially, it is wonderful in that it's gone. And look what you have right after it. You have the Empress, which is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. She's full of abundance. Abundance flows to her. Love flows to her. Joy, happiness flow to her. She's very fertile with ideas that she nurtures. So it's coming out right next to the Ten of Swords. So it looks like this ending, it's going to be gone, and you are going to have the Empress energy, which is beautiful. And, I can't help but notice that, okay, here, you have the Two of Swords where you need to make a decision. This could be self-imposed. Here, you have the Queen of Swords. You want the truth. Here, you have the Page of Swords, learning how to think clearly and communicate authentically. So, this side on top and the side of this card is surrounded by swords. Decision-making, wanting the truth, learning how to think clearly and communicate authentically. It might be something where these have to do with each other. And right above those 2 swords in April, you have the Stag Spirit, which is telling you to take the lead. And your overall energy for the 3 months is justice. So maybe you were not getting the truth. And look what you have here. The Page of Swords again. That's the Page of Swords, your overall energy for May. You have it again. I do think there is something. This ending looks like it might very well be self-imposed because you don't feel like you were getting the truth. I think there's something to that or somewhere around that. But right next to it, you have the Empress. Beautiful. Okay, the High Priestess. Clarifying the 10 of Swords. And the High Priestess is saying you are in tune with your intuition. So go within, use your intuition, your divine feminine energy, and your higher power to gain the answers that you are seeking. So it looks like that's what you're doing. Yeah. And you realize this needs to end. So I totally believe it is a self-imposed ending. So if there are challenges, where things are hurtful, it is not going to override the relief. I think the relief is going to be the biggest thing that you're going to feel. And I think it's amazing that it is surrounded by swords. Thinking differently, wanting the truth, making decisions. Yeah. So it looks like it's a little bit heavy, but in a very good way, because you're getting rid of something that I'm sure was weighing you down, or is weighing you down. This hasn't happened yet. Sometimes I talk past tense, sorry. Okay, let's get energy for June. Look at that, beautiful. By having this ending, you are having the wheel of fortune turn in your favor. Beautiful. And it's coming out right there with renewal, a new beginning. Let's read this one more time, shall we? Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness, time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life, purpose, in your heart, you know what to do. Okay, yeah, that kind of seals it for me. Self-imposed ending. For all the right reasons, which is giving you the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, beautiful. Now, if you look at the top, a time for healing. So there, you might need to do a little bit of healing. But I still think that this is self-imposed, so you knew or will know that this is something that needs to happen. And you are going to like the relief that comes with it. Okay. And the way I see this, because of this, it's creating balance in your life. And this is just a visual thing, intuitive thing, but looking at these cards, and I know this is the top row that goes over all 3 months, but here you have the scales, there are 2. Here you have the swords, there are 2. And over here, you have the 2 of Pentacles, which are 2. So I think each one of these is about balance. So there must have been no balance, or very little balance in that, whatever that was. Okay, this one did come out. The Knight of Wands. All knights are the hardest working cards in the deck. And this is a very fast knight. Very enthusiastic, very ambitious. they're going to achieve their goal. One of the things I love about this night is the reason why they're going to go to achieve their goal. It's because they are so passionate about it. I love that. And here's somewhere you're going to probably need to think on your feet. It might have to do with this. I don't know. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor, which is the counterpart to the Empress. So that gives this reading more strength too. Okay? It's a strong reading because the Emperor and the Empress are very powerful, very strong. Okay? So, it looks like this is going to be a very transformative time for you. And yeah, there's a little bit of blending. April didn't stay in April totally. Neither did May. June sort of did. Sort of, maybe. But very powerful time. Lots of balance coming in. Getting rid of a challenging energy that needs to go. You have the Sun. The best card in the deck. Absolutely beautiful. Okay? And you have the Empress and Emperor. Wonderful cards to get together. This particular card sets solid foundations from which his success will grow. So your new beginning, the Wheel of Fortune, is going to have a solid foundation. And you are going to have abundance and love and joy and ideas come flowing into you. Right? So it's beautiful. I could go on about this for quite some time, but like I said, I was trying to keep these a little bit shorter than they otherwise would be. So let's go ahead and get some cards from the universe. I know that, endings can be challenging, but this looks like an absolutely beautiful reading. You have a lot of wonderful energy. Okay, first card from the universe. Okay, the Five of Wands. That can either be seen as training or fighting, depending. And with the cards you have out here, it could be either or. Not really sure. I'm looking. Because justice, that could be you were wronged. Here, this energy, could be that you were wronged. However, this is training. This is training. And I think this new beginning is going to have a lot of time where you are learning, right? So if I were to pick one, I would say it's probably training. But it could be either or. Here's an energy. Beautiful. It's a nostalgic energy where somebody could potentially come back from the past. But I think it's so much more. It's very caring. This little boy is giving this little girl a cup with a flower in it. So it's caring, compassionate, and loving. Beautiful energy. Whoa, this one shot right over there. Take a look. You have the Emperor twice, and it just shot right over there. Right by the Emperor. That's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. That you are going to really have a strong, powerful energy. One where you are going to set solid foundations. So yeah, the more I look at this, the more I do think this is training. I do. Because this new beginning looks very powerful. A lot will go into it. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some charms. You have a tree. Could be like the tree of life. This could be growth, I would say a lot of growth, health. It could be very prosperous. A time where you and everybody you love are together and you want to share what you have with them. Okay, put that there. Okay, let's get a charm for May. Universe is so fun. It's a football player. Okay, the way I see this, okay, very strong, you know, fit, ready to take action. I see this is you being very, very strong. I dropped it twice. I kept talking about number 2. Well, I dropped it twice. Okay. Yeah, I see this as you being very, very strong and being able to take care of this with no problems. All right. Can't believe I got a football player, though. But that's what I think it really is saying. Very powerful, very strong, very goal-oriented. You are going to take care of this. Not a problem. Now, this one I don't know. This is a multi-tool. No, it's not. This is a wine opener. Okay. I know what this is. This is saying, okay, it is going to be time to celebrate. Yeah, get the wine out. It is going to be time to have a celebration. That's gone, and this wonderful energy is coming in. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I hope this helps. Have a wonderful 3 months. Much love. Bye.